Dang.
Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountain, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue when they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They want to run it left here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The aerial assault continues. He throws into the middle of the field. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Just trucks through it. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That penalty has them set up with a third and inches. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but 4 tacklers. He's down at the 24. The offense lining up for a first down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Strikes the blow. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
All right, defense, you're going to have to hone in here. You're going to have to turn the page. Just gave up a big pass, but all of a sudden the offense now is knocking on your doorstep. They're in the red zone. This defense, they need to step up here and make a play.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Knocked off his feet. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it impossible. Touchdown, Bruins.
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get 4th and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in to see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Oh, it's a reverse. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the first down. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They move the tight end all over. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Got the quick pass. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. It's still 3rd and goal. The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming down the right side.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
He'll just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Off the play fake. He wants to go deep. He's got it.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, that's a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Time Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Creates a little space. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll let it go down the right side. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the 2nd half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Bruins in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Using his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
How's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll run it to the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl out. The ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
He got it. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 17 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the Bruins will line it up on first and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The give as they work on that clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Movement here from the tight end. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now well within striking distances. That third down play gets him a first at the 29. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it go. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The snaps. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. I'm going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to
Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. With jet sweep pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick tempo, no-huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking off. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
Here comes the Texas offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
He'll take it himself. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.
Ball game.